The wind towers are the first thing you notice. Above the low rooflines of Al Fahidi's coral block houses, four-sided towers rise into the sky, each one open on all four faces to catch whatever breeze moves through. They are the oldest form of passive climate control in the Gulf, an architectural technology refined over centuries by merchants and craftsmen who understood the desert's heat and the sea's wind, and found in the relationship between them a solution that required no energy beyond the natural movement of air. Walking into the narrow lanes beneath these towers, with the walls close on both sides and the light filtered through latticework screens and wooden mashrabia balconies, is to move between centuries in a distance of a few hundred meters. Al Fahidi historical neighborhood, for many years called the Bastakia Quarter after the town in southern Iran from which many of its merchants originally came, occupies a compact area near the southern bank of Dubai Creek. It is the most intact surviving example of pre-oil Dubai's built environment. Approximately 50 structures dating from the early 20th century when Persian and Indian merchants settled here to trade across the Gulf. The buildings are made of coral stone and gypsum plaster, materials drawn from the seafloor and mixed with the physical resources available in a landscape with neither timber nor conventional stone in abundance. The results are structures that breathe, literally, through the towers above them, and that carry the slightly worn texture of genuine age. The Dubai Museum sits within the Al Fahidi Fort, one of the oldest buildings in the city, dating to around 1787. The fort served as the ruler's residence and official seat of government through much of the 19th and 20th centuries before being converted to a museum in 1971, the same year the UAE gained independence. The museum's collection traces the history of Dubai from the Bronze Age settlements of the 3rd millennium BCE through the pearl diving era to the oil period, with particular attention to the decades of transformation that compressed the pace of change here into something without historical precedent. The neighborhood today houses an unusual concentration of art galleries, cultural centers, and small museums that exist at a different register from Dubai's commercial attractions. The Coffee Museum occupies a restored traditional house and documents the history of Arabic coffee culture with more seriousness than the name might suggest. The Sheikh Mohammed Center for Cultural Understanding, housed in a wind tower building with a courtyard, offers what it calls open doors, open mind sessions, regular opportunities for visitors to sit with Emirati hosts and ask questions about Islamic practice, Emirati culture, and local daily life with a directness that is uncommon in this city. There are courtyard cafes here that are quiet in the afternoon when the tourist traffic thins. They serve karak chai, the spiced condensed milk tea that is the common currency of the Gulf's working day, at small tables in the shade. The walls are hung with old photographs, the creek without its towers, the market without its covered roof, faces from the pearl diving era looking back with an expression that is impossible to read across the distance of time. Al Fahidi survives partly by accident and partly by deliberate preservation policy. The surrounding city developed around it and eventually beyond it, and the historic district now sits between the creek and a wall of newer construction. The contrast, which might seem jarring, functions instead as the neighborhood's primary argument. This is what was here. This is what grew around it. Both facts are part of the same story.